Welcome. I am Noah, and this is Noah's Arts Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight, of course, is Monday, Subconscious Day. Subconscious Day. Things that bother you the most, or something that are most concern of yours, it activates on Monday. Trust me. Some people are not happy with their lives. You know what? I think there's a high rate statistic of heart attacks. They toss and turn. They go to sleep on Sundays. And then around the wee hours, they start tossing and turning. And they not happy with their life. So yeah, subconscious is very important to be able to be in peace with. Trust me. You have to be in peace with your subconscious because it heals you. I mean, it's being sane, being happy with your life, being happy with the things that you surround you, your environment, everything, all aspects of your life. Maybe you're not happy, you're not fulfilled, but you're doing something to get there, right? You're working on something, not just sitting around dreaming about it, right? So, yeah, that's part of what we need to do. Take action. Sometimes there is procrastination. I've been guilty of it myself. You know what? There's times that are very productive, and it's always happened for me. There are times that are not so productive, but hey, you know, one has to do what he has to do to keep going forward and straight ahead, you know. Again, I want to thank all the new subscribers. You're beautiful people, huh? I don't even know where you came from, but you're connected with me now. You're beautiful people. I love you. Hey, I don't love you. I like you. I like you because you know what? You're here. Whatever source or resource you use to get here, it was definitely a good thing for us to connect. And I appreciate every one of you. Okay? And tonight's theme, we're going to go. Tonight I'm wearing some kind of, this is Hebrew King Solomon. This is Asiatic, and this is African. I'm not prejudiced against any of these. I work with everything, you know. so I feel kind of shamanic tonight. The thing here tonight is heartfelt healing. Okay. I welcome again everyone, and particularly those who have been following me now, or for a while, or for the last 3 months, or last 2 months, or maybe the last month. Either way, it's getting really nice. That's strong. It needs to get strong so we can form this force of one here. Okay, we don't have to congregate physically, but we should be able to get our minds in sync, okay, intertwined, so to speak. Enough of that theater. Healing. Well, I'm sure there are Reiki healers, maybe perhaps viewing, maybe not. I respect these people. They have proven to heal over and over and over again. Then they are the genuine, authentic people that are true healers. Possibly because it was an innate ability to begin with, something they inherited, And the other thing is hands-on experience here, and perhaps some schooling and training and all that good stuff. Because, when you start doing something that seems like serving your purpose, just fit right in. And sometimes, with these innate abilities, people are pretty surprised what you can do. Very surprised what you can do. In fact, some things are just unbelievable to most human mind, But yet they do believe in someone invisible like God and Jesus and Moses and everybody else, Muhammad and Allah and Zoroaster. Who else did I miss? Sorry if I missed you, but there's 7 messengers, okay? And they all had the same purpose. And so I have no prejudice against anybody, like I said, it's this Yod out here, okay? And this Asian one, well, it's for luck. And the African one, look, it's all the raw native happenings that happen, the miracles that happen through their practices, African practices. And once you get into this, it seems like even the grandmasters were initiated in different mystery schools, or are initiated in different spiritual cultures and practices. No doubt about it. See, so they're not limited to just that one thing. And I've talked about being a fanatic. Fanatics seems like they want to be a mystic, and then they study and they just don't go outside these perimeters, and that's not good. I was slapped on the wrist for doing this kind of things at an early time, but hey, if I have a master who tells me, exercise the chakras, and the chakras were not being practiced within the school of mystics, then, the Theosophical group, it really has many names, okay? Many different names you can refer to it. Either way, so it was outside the realm, yet the master of that particular order ordered me to do the chakras. And I would do them 3 times a day. And I started to develop. And I would do it before I eat, of course, before eating. And then, of course, you have to eat afterwards. You can't just leave them open. You need to shut them down each time. Do not just go away from a meditation where you open all the chakras and then just leave the room like that. No. You open the chakras so you can activate them and you can do whatever you're going to do, whatever you had in mind doing. And you open all the chakras, all the psychic centers referred to in particular fraternities or societies. Either way, they are the same, okay, but different. It's just the same with every practice of Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism, and so on and so forth, okay? It's all pretty much the same, but it's just different names, different names for the deities, the same deities, different names for the deities, and are personified in different ways. Okay, let's get into the healing now. With this, I will go forward with healing. Okay. Well, healing, again, if it's an innate ability, more power to you. You have an advantage already. It's like there's kids that play or sing like an adult, play an instrument or sing like an adult, Who could teach him that? What teacher in this earth could teach a little boy of 5 years old to sing like he sings? My friend. This is where, all right? This is where it divides, where it's, innate abilities, reincarnations, blah, 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 blah. It just goes on and on. I don't want to go into that because this is about healing. All right, so healing. I'm going to talk about one of my 3 experiences. Know that I can disclose some stuff, but I will never disclose everything. And if I have disclosed in some of my videos something profound, well, there's something more than that. But here I am. I think I'm losing weight. I'm looking better, more handsome, and getting back. Now I need, you know what I mean? Anyhow, that's for another theme. I need to go back to this theme, healing. All right. And the other kind of healing. All right. So, one of my healing experiences that were profound. This is 3 of my profound. In other words, I can't tell you everything. You know why? Because right now it might sound rough, but it's not your business. Right now, it's not until I make it your business. When I finish my book, when the book is published and out there and marketed, or when the movie gets out. It's going to be one hell of a movie. You didn't see anything like this before. Forget about it. I look forward to seeing some supernatural movies that's going to scare the shit out of me. It doesn't happen, really. I mean, I have to be honest. Why? Because, when you when you live through it, you sort of got to be more critical of such movies and themes and productions and whatever. But yeah, anyhow, going back to the healing. My oldest brother, was very, very sick. And I went down, it was Thanksgiving, and my brother was a beautiful guy. He took over my 3 younger sisters' education and care and everything when my father died. My father died, one of them was 7, the other one was 5, and then the other one was 3, the youngest one. And he was 73. Okay? So he had to go around, but I don't know. The thing is, he died, and I thought possibly he was thinking he would live longer. I would think so. But, things happen, and they distort you, and they distort everyone as a whole. But anyhow, my brother got sick, and he was at a VA hospital in San Antonio because he was a veteran. And that's why I want to talk about him, because he died on July 4th. July 4th is always kind of rough on me. Because, all right, let me get back together. 10 days, I spent 10 days with him. I made it a point to just go away and be with him for 10 days. It took 10 days. As soon as I got there, he was looking very, very bad. He hadn't even shaven, and he just wasn't the handsome, good-looking older brother I had. So I I started to work on him. I took sage. I would give him baths. And the funny thing is, I got there one day before Thanksgiving. And then on Thanksgiving, we were having fun with karaoke stuff. And guess what? He was looking pink. He was looking healthy, and he even sang. Okay? Because this is why the title here is Heartfelt. I put my heart, because, I knew how special he was. And I knew that I knew what to do, as long as I put all my energies and all my heart into it. I could heal him. So, 24 hours later, there he is, singing karaoke, singing karaoke. He looked pink. When I got there, he looked yellow, pale. I shaved him, I bathed him, everything. So what happened is before I left, after those 10 days, he was looking good, and he was going to sell products, health products, natural products, organic products. He was going to get into selling and get away from the medication the government was giving him. And that was the whole idea. So, all right. So then I came back, flew back, and then later he got sick again. I guess he got off what he was supposed to do, and the government offered him a certain medication. And he was a veteran and everything, so he went ahead and went for it. So he ends up at the VA hospital. So I go there. This time I took 3 or 4 days off. I went there, and I did this kind of healing, which is chromotherapy. Chromotherapy, I had all silk drapes and cloth and pieces that I would cover him with. I would cover him with different colors of fabrics. Well, this fabric was all silk, but the colors were different. It was purple and gold and silver and yellow and green and red and orange. I remember. And so you see, the thing is, they were filming in this room. They had a camera, and they filmed what I did. I know they did because they probably found it amusing. A hospital that is, as soon as you arrive there, you park, you see so many people are fond of crows or black crows and stuff, maybe even ravens. I work with doves, I work with falcons, I work with eagles, I work with hawks. I don't work with crows. This hospital was, all the trees surrounding the hospital were flocked with crows. And whoa. As soon as I walked in, I see a bunch of people my God, they're all drugged up, because that's the easiest way to take care of them. And look, it just wasn't the right care, okay? Surely not for my brother. And why end up there? Yes, I missed one part. Before, when I was there for those 10 days, I bathed them in sage and basil and lemon juice. I bathed him in all kinds of stuff I did to him throughout that time I was there, because I seriously want him to live. So then I, at the hospital, again, let's go back to the hospital scene. They were filming my act. Well, let's call it my act, but it was my healing. And I thought I left him, and they were going to put him in recovery. Somehow, I don't want to get into the rest of what they did. Okay, that's malpractice, and this is not the place to talk about malpractice. But either way, I flew back on the 3rd. One of my older sister calls me in the morning on the 4th and tells me he died. And I didn't leave him like that. You know, I didn't leave him like that. I was confident in what I had done. And because, again, I've done other things, we'll move on to that now. So this, the story, the healing, profound healing, heartfelt healing experience I had working with my brother. God rest his soul wherever he may be. All right, so we move on to my mother. Okay, my mother happened to die 2 years after my brother died. You know, I had nothing to do with her healing at that time. All I know is that she was in recovery. No, actually, I am wrong. I am completely wrong. Of course, I had something to do with it. What am I thinking? I had a room in a place, one of those walk-in closets. It was huge. And I draped it with silver and gold and candelabras, you know, set up an altar. I did everything. You know? We call it sanctum. And I had this, see this right here. And I've had this for a long time. And I've worked with this. And you can put all your energies into it, you know. Especially when you do things from the heart. Not because you're getting paid, but because it's something you put in your heart and soul, mind into it, your spirit. And so I used that. So my mother was in intensive care. And then next thing you know, she's out of intensive care. She's in recovery. Okay, she's in recovery. And they were supposed to release her. Again, you know, I have a family who's very religious. And it seems like when the doctor walks in the room, Jesus, whoever walks out, just flies out the window or something. I don't know. You know, so that never made sense to me. But hey, that's why I'm not religious. The thing is, they said they were going to give her some something that we're going to do to her, and it was supposed to be intravenously, and it was given to her orally. So she threw up blood, and probably had convulsions and things, and they called it a heart attack. And I didn't have the power of the will, because I've been living apart from them at least 1,500 miles away for a long time. And but I'm still close to all my sisters. But yet, you know, it was God's will. It was God's will that died. Both of them. See, those are the things that are really disturbing psychologically, because you know that wasn't the case. I mean, for me, these were errors they made. They told my sisters to sign a thing that would say there was a 15% chance, a waiver, 15% chance that they may miss the heart and puncture the lung. Why would they do that? Would they do this every day, or aren't they trained and educated in school for this? To see the difference, to know the difference? Well, sure enough, they punctured the lung. My sisters already, I had flown back. My sisters signed the waiver, and that was it. Again, some sort of a heart attack or something. Oh my goodness, but that's the most hurtful thing, because I know, like, I put my heart into it, and he was supposed to be on his way out. I suspect because they filmed what I did, they worked with them. And I don't know, just that whole hospital was full of demons. Okay? Yeah, no, it was terrible. Anyhow, we'll move on to make the last one. My cat. My cat, when I met her, I was at a photo shoot, and the photographer was, we had the whole setup, their type of umbrella type of thing, and everything set up, and then she passes by, and she gives me a second look, like she looks like it. And Robert, I remember the photographer, he saw this. In fact, he got it on camera, on video. I think a camera on video. He says, "No, did you see how she looked at you? You see that second look she gave you?" He said, "You're gonna have to take her home." And yeah, I brought her home because she was a beautiful cat. She was my everything. She was my first cat. Well, not my first cat, but when I started that family, it was her, and then it was a boy, and then there was another blue cream Persian, another beautiful, cute thing with orange ember eyes. But yeah, so she didn't like my ex-wife, and my ex-wife seems like almost like she's jealous of her or something. It's really fucking. Anyhow, this is when I started the ultimatums about, I'm pregnant now, and you need to get rid of these cats. These cats were in my family. They had already been through everything with me, but their soul belonged to me, and I belonged to them. And so the thing is, yeah, I found her home at my sister's home, but I had to fly her there. And so, yeah, here we go, 1,500 miles away. And her cat had left, little punk Kelvin. Never liked it. I think he was a punk. He left because she brought in a dog, her name was Sunshine. So she brought in a little puppy. He freaked out and he says, I'm not dealing with this. So he left. So then when I was looking for a home for I call her Baby-Kitten. She was a big, fat, long-haired Angora. She was beautiful. And not that fat, just healthy. And so I found her a home there. My sister had a beautiful home and everything. And then her cat had left. So she says, I can take her. Well, guess what? That punk, he was around the neighborhood. When he saw my cat there, he decided to come home. So yeah, I think some of the attention was taken away from my kitten, and my kitten missed me. And that's the sad part about that, she was stressing, and she started losing her hair and things like that, her hair was falling. And again, she was a long hair. So my sister calls me, she's sick. She had gotten sick here, and I had fixed her, okay? I had taken her to the veterinary, and he calls me and tells me, She's not eating. She's not drinking. This is when one of my ex-wives had moved in with me. She completely stressed out, and she was losing her hair. And so, doctor said, she's not eating. She's not drinking. She's very depressed. And well, I said to him, just give me 3 days. Give me 3 days, and just give me 3 days. Don't put her to sleep, please. And here again, I used this, got back in my closet, and I did my magic. And on like the third day early, he calls me and says, well, I don't know what you did, but she got up and she went to drink water and she ate. Hallelujah. It was, again, I put my heart into it. All right? It's all these 3 cases. I just want to talk about these 3 cases. There's others. I'm not going to get into that. This is tonight, and this is heartfelt healing. So yeah, my cat got up and then she went to go eat. She went to go drink. She was brought home. She was doing well. And then that's when that punk Kelvin decided to come back home. And that's when she stressed out because I think my sister was going to split the attention or something happened. And so she called me and she says they found her dead in the morning somewhere in the living room. She was just stiff. She was dead. So, you have to kind of really blame yourself for giving in to such a, I think it's safe to say, narcissistic and selfish and egotistical type of behavior. I didn't consider that my cats were a family, although she met me when my cats, but my place was always clean, sparkling clean, because that's part of the Virgo in me. So you couldn't really tell that my cats were there. Cats lived here. So of course, she don't mind, but then, when we move in together, all of a sudden she minds the cats. She's bothered with the cats. Anyhow, hey, look, I blame myself for giving into this, and I had to live with that for many years. And, so I just feel that I wanted to share this with you because this is considered heartfelt healings. It's not just your technique, okay, your energies. I can do mantras, and I can elevate my vibration to some of the highest vibration. It's just like, boom, and I can do the healing. But you know what? When I use my heart along with it, whoa, miracles, magic, same goes for everything else. And so tonight I thank you. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I think I might have gone beyond the 20 minutes. I thank you. I thank all the new subscribers. I ask that please, if you like this kind of stuff, I didn't mean to get emotional, but kind of had a feeling I would. It is Monday and it's subconscious, and those things, some of these things still dwell. But, you heal, but you still forget. That's what it is. You can't even forgive, yourself and everything, but just don't forget. And it kind of triggers a sentiment, and I can't help it. And I'm sorry, but I am secure with my masculinity, and that's it. I thank you. all of you, if you like, subscribe and share with those of like mind, people that you know that would something that would resonate with them. I have many different themes. This is my first theme in concerning healing, and hey, I got other things that I want to present, and this is what I call the gist and the chat and the gist of things. I don't get technical, as far as how to heal and what to do with the chants and this and that, but I tell you what it is. Later on, I will be offering classes, for mantras. You learn mantras that are healing mantras. You learn, how to activate all the chakras, how to activate every sphere in the Holy Kabbalah, in the Hebrew Kabbalah. There's 10 spheres. There's 22 paths. Okay? There's the middle pillar. There's the left pillar. There's the right pillar. Hey, there's the crown, the emanation, everything that overflows. My cup runneth over. And all the wisdom and the knowledge, all that good stuff. Look, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I'd like for you to come back. And if you haven't seen some of the other videos, you want to get familiar, everything's going to be different. And I don't apologize for anything, okay? I've lived it. I've suffered through it. I've had pleasure through it. Whatever it was, I lived it. And I've gone full circle. And here I am trying to present to you, trying to make a purpose of this, to be able to elevate your awareness, okay? Your awareness elevated. And like I heard today, she says, Viva la evolución. It means long live evolution. Long live evolution. Long live evolution. Viva la revolución. No. Evolution. Thank you. My name is Noah. And this is Noah's Arts. I am that I am. I can't be anything else. Thank you so much. We'll see you again. I thank you very much.